getting into some specifics, this is just an example of an estimate, and the details don't matter that much here. But what we really want to try to get to is what's your overhead and what's your gross margin. This specific example comes out of a landscaping ERP system, but you could do the same thing in Excel. And really what we're looking for is to understand for this rooftop tree and plant installation, where we end up. And so gross margin here, 48%. That was about 25% of the respondents. And as you analyze this, you can see that a pretty major component of the installation was subcontracted out. And so that subcontracted portion dropped the margin down to that 48% from what would have been potentially closer to a 60% type job. Another example, this is more heavy irrigation, 55% gross margin. Again, from an irrigation standpoint, the parts and the markup on parts is obviously going to be relatively immaterial, but the design aspect, the engineered aspect, the expertise of the irrigation manager and the irrigation technician is really what allows this particular project to have such a high gross margin. And as we look at clients, again, the components that are done in-house really drive margin, but obviously you can't have every single expertise. But two examples of where that margin kind of sets.